I'm Shelby.
And I'm Courtney.
We're exploring our past.
Looking forward to our future.
And living for the present. All
while learning how to live magically.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I feel like 9/10 of the pods we've recorded, I'm wearing the shirt you're wearing.
You know, I put this on this morning and I was like, oh, should I be wearing this or not? Because, yeah, I do feel like you wear it a lot.
It's like I have two of them. It's my favorite.
It's a good one.
They're so comfy. And it's like sweatshirt, but like not, I don't know.
Do you wear a shirt underneath it?
No.
Me either. Some people do.
I'm wearing a Shelby shirt under this thing.
Oh, okay, great.
So, you can put the girl in New York, but you can't take the Disney out of the girl.
Good one, yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so you're in New York.
I'm in New York.
You got here yesterday.
We got here yesterday. We are in a different apartment. So as you can see, I don't have a nice brick wall, but we're in a ground level apartment, like a first floor apartment. Yeah. And first of all, I don't know how it works because I walked up like 6 steps to get into the building, but then the unit we're in is on the back and we have like a private courtyard and there are no steps. So I'm like, how does that work? But anyway, yeah, there's a courtyard. In any other world, I think that would be cool. In New York, I'm just like afraid the rats are going to run in.
That's fair.
I had the door open earlier, but I like shoved my suitcase because rats clearly can't climb up a suitcase.
Yeah. That's gross. Okay.
Right.
Ew.
I know.
I have my door open because it's finally not frigid here.
Yeah, it's nice. I walked AJ to work this morning. It was like really nice out.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, putting life back into my body.
Good.
It's, seasonal depression. That's a real thing.
Why do you think I live in Florida?
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
100%.
We went outside yesterday. I took Brooks outside to play and he was like, oh my, this is so great.
Yeah.
Free little man.
I loved the pic you posted of him in Bruin, asking to be let out.
Yeah, they were just standing by the door all day yesterday.
So cute. Yeah.
Yeah, except for now my door has fingerprints everywhere, but it's fine.
Well, yeah, it's fine.
Life nowadays, right?
I want to ask you about something that you definitely don't think I'm going to ask you about.
Okay.
Brad Marchand.
Yeah, didn't think you were going to bring that up.
I know nothing about sports, but I know your cat, obviously, and you've just always loved him. And then when I saw the news, I was like, oh, Shelby's going to be sad. But then when I saw his interview where they're asking him why he left and he's literally crying.
Yeah.
It's, oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'm a diehard Brian Marchand fan. I have been since in Boston. He's a very well-known player for anybody that really knows hockey. But when we got Brad Marchand, I just one day decided that was my player. And before everybody else was all about him.
I remember.
This was before the 2011 Stanley Cup for any Bruins fans out there. I was just that's my player. And my parents were like, here she goes again. And I stuck to it hard. My dad took me to meet him one day we had a dinner with him. It was so great before he was anybody. And that's where
I knew that.
Yeah, that's where I have that picture. We went to meet him and people probably maybe don't know this about me, but I can be a little shy. And I said to my dad, I was like, I'm going to tell him to write to Shelby, I love you. And he's like, you're not going to do that. And I was like, no, I am. And he was like, you're not going to do that. But so because my dad was not believing that I really was. When we
Yeah.
got up there to like meet him, I said, "Can you just sign it like to Shelby, I love you?" And he did. So I have this like picture of Brad Marchand. It says
Oh,
to Shelby, I love you. Love Brad Marchand. Yeah, Die Hard. My cat's name is Marchand.
that's unbelievable.
And now he's traded.
Yeah.
Towards the end of his career, which is makes really no sense. I guess it's the business of sports, but it still just really makes no sense to me because he's also like the captain of the Bruins. We could go into it. All I'm going to say is that for anybody that was DMing me that are Florida Panthers fans, which is where he just got traded to,
Yep. Yep.
and they were telling me like I still can't root for him because he is like people who are not Bruins fans like don't like Brad Marchand just because of the way he plays. He plays dirty. But people who are telling me like I still can't root for him, like they were just like so rude, like these Florida Panthers
Oh,
fans. And all I gotta say to those people is I hope your favorite player gets traded because like
yeah. Also,
read
like,
the room.
don't
Read
you,
the room.
yeah, read the room and don't you want like your guy to defend his team by all ways possible? Like,
Yeah, and now he's wearing your jersey, and I'm sure he's gonna be loyal as heck, just like he was
yeah,
at the Bruins. And I just like, I mean, I know it's just sports, but just gosh darn, read the room. I was like, I couldn't believe some of the DMs I got. I was like, you guys are I hope your favorite player gets traded, truly.
that is surprising.
And don't come crying to me because I'm going to laugh in your face.
Yeah, you tell him.
Hmm.
Huh.
That one hurt. That one hurt bad. We were in Walmart and Kyle was on his phone and he was like, I don't know if you should look at your phone right now. And I was like, what? And he's like,
No.
nobody died. And I was like, what?
Ugh,
I had to look at it and I was like, oh my God.
so sad and so unexpected.
Very my dad says it's like not unexpected, but it also is in like the world of sports. If you're gonna trade like your captain of your team and like one of your best players, granted he's probably not one of our best players anymore because he is older and he is like suffering from injuries and whatnot. But like they traded him for a 2028 pick. Like we got nothing out of the trade. So
Oh yeah.
anywho, okay, moving on.
Sad. Sad, sad, sad. I'm
My
sorry for
cat's
you.
name is still Marchand.
Duh.
Um, but I would like to trade him too. So if anybody wants him, just
No,
kidding.
you don't. Oh my
Well,
gosh.
he's pretty naughty and he like pees where he's not supposed to. So I've kind of been over him for a while. Like I love him, but like
Shelby, these are inside thoughts.
I don't know. He's ruining our new hardwood floors and it's really
Is
ticking
he
me.
really?
Yeah, it's like really driving me nuts.
Oh my gosh. And you obviously have like tried all the things.
So our new tactic is he does it like in the middle of the night and he does it like in front of our front door. It's so annoying. I can't even. So now we put tinfoil on the floor like before we go to bed because tinfoil is supposedly supposed to scare cats. This
Oh,
cat,
great.
he like since I've had him was like peeing in our bathtub
I
that
remember.
yeah, and he like corroded our pipes. We had to pay $4,000 to get all our pipes replaced.
Wait, but you think it's because of cat pee?
It was because of cat pee.
Don't people like train their cats to pee in the tub? Like weird people?
I don't think. Well,
No? I don't know anything about cats.
we
Okay,
had
great.
like copper pipes, and now they got replaced all to PVC, so like they wouldn't corrode now because they're PVC.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not great. Okay,
Wow.
so
Wow. Count your days, Marchand.
what's keeping him living here is he and Brooks are BFFs.
No.
Like, ugh,
That's cute.
he is really sweet and snuggly, but like, gosh darn, what are you doing? And I've taken him to the vet so many times.
Well, but I would assume it's behavioral.
They think it's like anxiety. They say it's anxiety, so we've given him anxiety meds. Those didn't really do anything. I think it's like because he picks
Yeah.
certain spots.
Yeah, he's like being a jerk.
He is just being, as some people say, a Brad Marchand.
Oh, well. Long live.
Maybe I picked the wrong name.
Oh, sit down.
Okay, moving on.
Moving on. I wanted to know, did you see or weigh in on the single rider line drama that we were discussing?
I read it. I didn't put in my 2 cents because obviously, like, if as long as you're going into the single rider line, as long as you have the motive of how I'm going to single ride, then
Yeah.
you do you.
Yeah. And like, yeah. So I obviously agree. I didn't put, I don't think, my like beliefs front and center. I wanted to just like hear what people had to say.
Mm-hmm.
The originating argument that made me post this was a woman who, unless she was like being a crazy person, posted basically that she's like a single person who goes, this was for Universal, that goes to Universal by herself. And she like hates people who wait in the single rider line that aren't single people. Meaning, like, if you and I waited in line together, even though we know we're going to be split up, we don't ever ask or like encroach on the system, right? We're both going to ride in separate cars at separate times, whatever, just like doing the single rider thing.
Yeah.
And she thinks that that's like an actual misuse of the system.
Not to be rude, but maybe that's why she's single.
Right? I just was like, this is wild. And then of course I like went to the comments because I was like, are people ripping her apart? Is this real? And there were definitely the majority of people were on the same page as us, but there were other people who agreed with her. Like, yeah, single rider. It's for single people. Like,
no, okay.
You don't
like,
get it.
Is there like not, then there needs to be like a line for just couples and then a line for families and a line like.
Right. And like, then where do you, like, you fall in the scheme of things as a person who would like come down, you're a married person, but you might come on like a trip by yourself or with me, like whatever, but like, which line are you supposed to go in then?
I wouldn't know.
And like, we supposed to show like ring proof? Like, what if you're a girlfriend? Like,
am I bringing my marriage license?
Yeah.
This is like whoever started the drama way back when of like a Disney adult and how Disney is only for kids. It's like the same person.
Yeah, it probably is. I just like could not believe that it was a real, like even a real discussion.
That is like actually crazy.
So if you disagree with us, can you please just like tell us why? Because it does not compute in my brain. I understand it would annoy me also if like people got on the single rider line and then like tried to ask to sit together and like tried to abuse the system, whatever, then that's like annoying. I totally agree. You are a single rider. You are going to ride singularly.
Yes.
Other than that, who cares who's in the line? What do you mean? Okay, great. That's all.
That's just because the single rider line is getting crowded and it's inconveniencing.
Right. But also, the single rider line is not always shorter.
No.
Usually. But like, you're waiting to like fill a hole.
Right.
So if, depending on the ride vehicle, if the ride vehicle is like, you know, of a certain orientation, you might not hit a spot in a long time.
Right.
So yeah, I guess it's like less of an issue at Disney because there's what, like how many rides have single rider?
Not a whole lot anymore.
Like Everest, Rockin' had one.
Yeah.
What else? That's it?
Yeah, because I don't think Tron does.
Yeah, I don't think Tron does.
Does Guardians? I don't think so. I don't know.
Yeah. So like it's really a non-issue. Just fascinating. For me, the place that I use it all the time is Disneyland for cars.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
But like that's, I don't know. Yeah.
Well,
I'm using it.
A good one because it's like a 6-seater. So I think they fill in those gaps pretty like quickly. But
makes a lot of sense to have it.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Okay, glad we unpacked that.
I know we've already said this, but now that it's like starting and like I'm seeing things and it's opening soon, I really can't believe that Universal.
Oh, yeah.
Like built not one ride, an entire park, world,
Yes.
multiple
Yes.
lands
Yes.
faster
Yes.
than Disney built Tron.
Yeah. I don't have like the specs on the actual timelines, but
I
yes.
mean, I'm sure they like broke ground before we knew, perhaps, but either way, it happened so fast, and at least in my eyes. And
Yeah.
like I saw some of the, like they started showing some of the rides and whatnot, and they're like intense roller coasters.
Yes.
And like not to hate on Disney, they're like a new concept roller coasters.
Which one? What were you looking at?
Well, I'm just saying they're like Disney and Tron. Disney already had the
Oh, I see what you're
that
saying. Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
for
yeah.
Tron
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
they've already have a Tron.
Well, we're
But
getting a monsters.
I know, which looks really cool. I also
It
saw
does.
that
Yeah.
looks so cool.
Yes.
Very excited about that. But it's opening in forever.
Right.
I just Universal. I mean, that's crazy. It's like it isn't a not like it's an entire park,
It's an entire park.
and I feel like it truly got built like overnight. So good
I,
for them.
I will say though, I'm not like most things in life. I'm not an expert on what's going on over there, but the land I'm most interested in, although I think I'm going to become a How to Train Your Dragon gal, is the Super Mario Nintendo stuff.
Yeah.
And I guess that is a clone of what they have in Tokyo. I think that you and I get like caught up because we don't know a lot about Universal. So we're like, it's all new because like
that is true. I
we
guess
don't
I
know.
don't because I do know that because they also have Super Mario's brother land, whatever, in LA too.
Different. I guess we're getting like a better version. I think we're getting a better version. We're getting 3 rides, and it's like a clone of Tokyo.
Interesting.
But they sound cool.
Really cool.
Yeah.
We love Super Mario, so I'm sure we're gonna have to make a trip there. But
same. The only part I'm like not interested in at all is the like monsters thing.
Too dark for me.
It's too dark for me. It's very interesting that they're like really leaning into old IP, like in a lot of places. Mario is not new.
True.
But
Mario like never like it keeps like they keep giving.
Yeah. I agree. The monsters in particular to me is like old. Those are like old movies that you watched, like old. I mean, I never even watched them, but
I'm speaking out my butt here, but when you think of Universal and how successful they've had with like Horror Nights, I almost think they're like piggybacking off of that.
And that could definitely be true.
Good for them. That's if obviously like Horror Nights is working for them. Definitely won't catch me there. But so I think that kind of makes sense in their mind.
Yeah. I mean, obviously that, have like some sort of data to suggest people are going to be into it.
Right.
I just don't, it's not me.
Not me either.
Plenty of other stuff over there that I'm like banging down the door to go see. So I might.
But so you've said, so this park is like further away than the other 2 parks.
Yeah. My understanding is it's like across I-4. Yeah. Let me look. But they built like a special like highway thing that connects them. I'm looking because I don't want to really be a crazy person.
Connects the parks or like connects like for you to easily drive across?
I don't know about driving. I know that it's like a bus thing. So this to me says if you were going to take a car, it would take you 16 minutes in a car to get from one to the other, which like isn't crazy if you think about going from like Animal Kingdom to Magic Kingdom. But you go like down I-4 and then.
So it's going to have its own like separate parking lot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you go, far. Pretty far.
Interesting.
from like, oh, it's down by like SeaWorld? That's crazy. I know nothing. I'm so miseducated about this stuff.
I only because like I think one of the coolest parts about Universal and what is the Islands of Adventure is that they are basically touching and
Yeah, you can like walk.
You can walk, but you also have like the cool Hogwarts train that you can go like back and forth on to the parks. I think it's like one of the coolest parts about Universal. So I just didn't know how this one like fit in, but I remember you had mentioned it being kind of like further away. But
yeah, this is crazy. Wow. Okay. Now we know. Yeah, that's going to be fascinating. I can't wait to see how they do it. I know there's like a special bus thing because they built like a weird, like Inception level traffic circle situation.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it's going to be cool. Obviously, I'm sure somebody's thought it out intensely. You don't spend millions and bazillions of dollars unless you know what you're doing. So, yeah. And maybe it'll be great. In fact, maybe it'll be like a whole new experiment on like crowd control because like Disney, I mean, I guess they're going to probably have internal, like the buses, transportation, but how about people who are like day guests? They're going to be less likely to park hop, maybe?
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
So maybe it'll be like a nice thing.
For the other Universal parks.
Well, for either. Yeah, like if you're going to go for the day, if you're coming from off property, you're probably going to pick either the two that are connected or Epic, not like both. So at least, I don't know, one or the other won't be as busy. We're going to find out.
We're going to find out.
It's going to be Epic.
Good one. Anywho,
they should hire me on their marketing team.
Yeah.
What are we talking about today?
Today we're going to discuss what Disney should get rid of or fix up or what? Did you see a rat? God.
A pigeon. But like there is, oh my God. There is like, I'm not exaggerating, this much space. Like I could not fit between my building and the next building. And there, for some reason, is a window there. And the buildings like touch in the back. They completely touch. So it's like a V, an outgoing V. Where I have this little tiny window, I could reach out between finger length and touch the other building. And a pigeon just like flew right by my window. So like it's dark. I can't see the pigeon. I just heard it. Sounded. I'm assuming it's a pigeon. It was flying. It's a flying rat. I don't know. I gotta get out of here. Okay, great. What are we doing?
Oh God, you gave me the heebies.
Listen.
Ugh. Okay.
Oh.
Stop making that face.
Now I'm like, are they coming in? Do I need to like stage an intervention?
This is why people watch us on YouTube now. Okay. We are talking about what Disney should improve.
Yes.
Basically. What rides can see and never, and what ones need some refurb or maybe a full-blown overhaul.
Yeah. Without naming any to start, do you actually have any rides in mind that you would be like, that could go? Nobody ever needs to see that ride again.
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
You don't?
Well, it's like hard to say because I think about like Carousel of Progress as an example. Could it be upgraded? Yes. Would it be the same if it was upgraded? No. I think it would kind of like lose the point if it got upgraded.
Yeah, but
I don't want to lose it.
On my list.
Like, is it on your list of things to remove?
No.
Oh, right. But you have things that are just like, they could go. I would never see that again and I wouldn't even care.
Correct.
I guess, yeah, like really one comes to mind for me.
My only thought is I'm a caring human and obviously the ride must bring someone.
Oh my God. Is this a Figment argument?
No.
Okay.
No.
Good.
No. That one has at least like some background.
Good. You can't start me off like that. I can't wait to find out what it is. Are you going to save it for the end?
I don't know. You want me to say it now?
No, make the people wait.
I mean, everybody agrees with me, basically.
What is it?
Mission Space.
Oh, that's fair. Here's the thing. It's not going anywhere because they just built like Space 220.
But something
it's not going anywhere.
It's horrible.
Go away. Oh my God.
Oh.
I cannot handle this. There's a pigeon in my fucking dining room. Go, buddy. Is he gonna come in here? Do I need to stage a coup?
Oh, AJ's at work.
AJ's at work. I'm on my own. Why is he just like, how did you get here? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I just went like eye to eye with a pigeon and it was really scary.
Only one eye though, right? Because he only has like one on the side of his head.
Yeah, because he only has one on the side of his head. And also like, I'm still not convinced that they're not like drones controlled by the government to spy on us. So like,
okay. Oh, well,
I'm just scared. I'm scared. Why is he in my window?
Hopefully that it's a drone from Disney and they're listening in.
Bob Iger, Moana Ohana. Let's do it.
And if you can hear us, Mission Space has got to go.
Mission Space has got to go. I love it.
Also, put something in where Lilo and Stitch was, or just Stitch was.
Where? Oh, Stitch. Yeah. In Tomorrowland. I got it.
Okay, moving on.
Okay. So you said...
Do you just need to close your eyes for the rest of the pod?
I might need to put on my sleep mask. You said Mission Space. I agree. Actually, it could go. It could stay. That's the thing. If there was an offer of something better, there are many rides I would cut. If you told me I would get something like great, but to tear it down for no reason, for like a water fountain.
Okay. I'm going to preface every single thing said on the rest of today's pod goes with that if it's getting demoed, if it's shut down, it's because something is going in its place. Yeah. Do not be just shutting the ride down to hold the building.
Okay, good.
Okay. Good. That makes no sense to me because whether or not people are riding or not, there's at least crowd a little bit. People who have never ridden Mission Space might want to go check it out, and at least they're now on that and not in line for Guardians.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
If whatever happens, whatever gets replaced, it needs to be replaced. It can't just be a left building.
Yes. Okay, good. Okay. Same page. I agree.
Okay, moving on.
Okay.
Go on.
I'm going to read from the people.
Okay.
And I'm going to try not to read the devastated comment. They're like, everybody left like a 2-part comment. And like, so I just have to skim over the devastated.
Yes.
Okay. Heather said, I would not be sad if they overhauled Ohana, hiding face. So she was like ahead of the curve. Yeah. And eliminated sci-fi dine-in.
Interesting. Okay, this is actually a little bit of a hot take here. Off topic, but not. Last week when we recorded, Kyle came up after and he was like, how's the pod? And he's like, what'd you talk about? And I said, oh, we were discussing things that... What were we discussing?
Devastated. We'd be devastated if they left.
If it left Disney.
Yes.
And I said, do you have a take? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, what is it? He says, corn dog nuggets. And I was like, whoa, okay. Because we didn't really discuss any food, which may have been because of the way I worded the question. But anyways, okay, food, restaurants. I've never been to sci-fi.
You haven't?
No.
Okay, I've never been to Tune In, so, or whatever. Is that what it's called? No,
50s?
What's 50s? Primetime.
You've never been there?
Never. I've been to the bar. I've been to the bar 100 times.
50s is, the thing with 50s is the food is like so heavy.
Yeah.
that it makes me not want to eat there. We were just looking at that for options for the Remillard family trip, and we looked at the menu, and it was just kind of like meh. And then we also looked at Sci-Fi, but we couldn't tell. And you've been?
Yeah.
So if you have like a family of, there's 8 of us.
2 cars, I would say.
Would we be looking at each other, or does everybody face forward?
It's been a long time since I've been there, so I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. I don't know.
Yeah, so we ended up not doing that. But okay, so she says that Ohana, we're not even going to discuss. We already know it should be Moana, Ohana. Sci-Fi though?
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been, so I can't really like give a full take. I just feel like they could do something cool though, like with the concept.
Like what? I think different films. Why are they showing dumb films? You do all sit forward.
Because you're watching, like, you're at a drive-in, right?
Yeah. You're at a drive-in. You're in the car.
Huh.
So 8 people you guys would be in 2 cars. 4 rows. You heard it here first, folks.
So you could only fit 2 in a row?
It looks like it. Because it's like a car.
Okay, well, that's kind of silly.
Yeah, or it could be like a nice break.
Yeah, I know. And just listening to this, like, why didn't we book that?
Yeah. It's quiet in there. You can't really like talk because there's a movie on.
So there's like a movie the whole time?
There were like commercials and stuff. Yeah. Huh. It's it's definitely a unique experience. I do think prime time would like maybe rile Kyle's dad up. Like, I don't know if that would be like a good or a bad thing.
I know.
But Sci-Fi could be, it's pretty unique. I don't know. Don't they still have the popcorn soup?
You know what?
Yeah.
I guess I don't know anything about this place.
You gotta go, buddy.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay.
My actual nightmare. Yeah, they had like a popcorn soup. I'm looking it up. Wedge salad, onion rings, nachos, corn dog, burger.
No, so very like.
Oh, they don't have it anymore. It was interesting.
Very boring.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The point.
What does the drive-in movie make you think of?
I don't know.
Grease.
Oh, yeah, Grease. I love that you say that. Like, we should all know that.
You should all know that.
You're right.
That's like my second all-time favorite movie. Did you know that about me?
I might have.
Well, now you do for sure.
Now I do for sure. Who's your favorite character?
What's my first all-time favorite movie?
Yours?
Yeah.
Is it a Disney movie?
No.
Oh. I don't know. What is your first all-time favorite movie?
Oh my God.
The Taylor Swift Eras Tour on tape?
You're right. Okay. No. Come on, you know.
Can I have a hint?
You've seen it.
Oh, The Greatest Showman.
Duh.
I mean, that to me is a Disney movie because it's on Disney Plus, but I hear what you're saying.
Okay, but so are the Kardashians and
True. All right. I accept. Also, apparently there's like a giant naked Kim Kardashian thing in Times Square right now.
What?
I don't know. Or she's in like a mini bathing suit thing, but it's like a life-size, but like not life-size, like a model of a formed, but I don't know. I gotta go see it anyway.
At the Skims store?
It's like about Skims. Yeah, but I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you follow the Kardashians?
I don't.
I keep up with them as they would say. Yeah, like I watch the show every week.
Do you really?
I know, and it's probably like the Swifties are going to be like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" But
why? Because of the Kanye of it all?
I guess, but he's not in the show anymore. So, well, and like, thank you, Amy. Right?
Yeah. Oh, fair. Okay.
Anywho, are you going to be all right?
No, I almost want to like take you to the window because I have 2 windows in this. I'm so sorry we're talking about this. I have 2 windows in this 2x2 alley thing here. One I can see, one is like just in front of a beam, so I can't see the actual window, but it has like an AC unit in it.
Okay.
And so he keeps like flying over and like running into the AC unit thing. And like, is he trying to break in?
Or maybe he's stuck.
No, he's not stuck. He's not stuck. I do have empathy for all humans and robots, animals, humans and robots, but
Oh, geez. Okay. Can you
okay,
read
wait.
me one?
Hold on. You've never been to sci-fi. You might go.
I'm not going. I don't have a take on it.
You don't have a take. Great. I wouldn't want to eliminate it, but I would say an overhaul of Ohana would be definitely appropriate and accepted.
You don't think we can do an overhaul of sci-fi though? Like new movies?
That's what we were talking about when the pigeon attacked. What overhaul would you do?
I don't know, but like maybe the movies can be a little bit more relevant.
It could be like a Cars drive-in.
Who am I to say? I've never even met.
Yeah, true. It would be very cool. Yeah, imagine if you got to sit in like Mater.
Now that would be cool. Kids
Yeah.
would go nuts for that.
I would go nuts for that.
Same, yeah.
Okay. Devastated. I agree with this actually. I'd love for Space Mountain to get a refurb to be smoother.
So I read these comments and so many people want a refurb on Space Mountain.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah, rightfully so.
That's like a hard one to say because it's like original, iconic, whatever. But can't we just like smooth it out? Keep the theme.
Well, I'm not saying keep the theme.
Yeah.
All the things. But now that you have rides like Tron and Guardian, you got to keep up.
I think probably the theory here is like to renovate the coaster inside, they'd probably have to do like a complete overhaul. At that point, like why put in the old tech again? Like the stars and stuff. Why not like just completely redo the whole experience, the track? If you're going to replace the track, I think you have to replace the whole thing, like per cost value analysis.
Okay, but I'm not against replacing the whole thing as long as the concept is like you're still in space.
Okay.
Just my take.
No, I support that. Okay. Yeah. Molly also said, wouldn't be mad if Mission Space or Rock and Roller Coaster closed. Well, she got one of those wishes. Because Rock and Roller Coaster is now like Muppet Pooper Funster.
Getting a weird overhaul.
Yeah.
I want to judge it until I see it, so.
I do judge it, but only because I can't ride Rockin'. So to me, it's like a waste. Like, I love the Muppets.
But also
who's into both? What audience is that?
Well, I don't know about that because, like, you got to think the people who like the Muppets are like, I don't want to say older generation because I'm talking like us or older.
Yeah, not kids.
Which, okay, I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah.
Okay, but because we're just speaking on space and how space is like a little bit of a rickety ride.
Yep.
Rockin' is too.
Is it? I've never been on it.
It's not exactly smooth.
Oh, well.
It's an older coaster. It's been there for how long?
True.
But they're not going to fix the actual track. They're just going to.
No, they're going to put some stickers up. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not even, okay, you haven't rode Rockin' in a while, but a lot of it's just like neon street signs and like, I feel like it's just wooden neon painted things. And a lot of them kind of look cartoony. Like I know there's like a big donut. Like I feel like most of that's going to be staying and they're just going to have like Kermit's face.
My soul, never ridden Rockin', but my soul believes Rock and Roller Coaster is like the adult version of that Roger Rabbit ride. Like it's just like weird, random, like cartoonish
Very. Yeah.
neon paint.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't get that. And we've learned there's a better way to do it because of Tron.
Right. So I don't know. We can't judge it till we see it. Okay.
We can't judge it, but I've already judged it. Great.
Great.
Okay, Stuart Emery says Refurb Rock and Roller Coaster. I know it is getting rethemed to Muppets. Keep Muppets 3D and change, you're going to love this, change Rock into a Goofy movie. Powerline needs a moment to shine. Oh, you commented.
That is the best idea I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Too late now.
I know.
No.
Well, no, I mean,
but like,
never too late.
Holy crap. That could have been it.
Yeah.
Also, it would have just made sense with the whole, okay, you never rode Rocket, so this is like hard. You don't understand, you don't know that like you walk in and like Aerosmith's there and like you're trying to
yeah.
Okay. A Goofy movie? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it would be very cool.
Can you imagine riding a roller coaster eye to eye?
I would ride it. I'd bring my bag and I'd ride it.
or stand out. Oh my God.
Unbelievable.
It was such an opportunity.
It is. You've also kind of sparked this idea in my mind of like, what if they just did, and they would never do this, but like not a retro park, but like all these things that we're saying need to be refurbed. What if they just like took them to a theme park graveyard where you could like.
I know, you said this last week.
Did I?
Yeah.
Maybe it's in my mind. I'm just saying. Could be great.
Man, though, the concept they could do with
a Goofy movie. Yeah.
Sadly, I don't think the Goofy movie gets enough love, so it's never going to happen, but gosh.
Garsh.
There you go.
You're welcome. I agree. There's also like a world where have you ever ridden Hyperspace Mountain?
At Disneyland?
Yeah, like when they do, it's not always Hyperspace Mountain, right?
I have no idea.
I think it's only like limited edition Hyperspace Mountain. I don't think it's always Hyperspace Mountain.
Okay.
So that to me is cool because, or like, what do we like with Haunted Mansion, Nightmare Before Christmas, like an overlay? Yeah. These are like overlay.
Yeah, imagine like sci-fi dining.
It's an overlay. Great.
But you're at Powerline's concert.
That would be cool.
Yeah, and like you eat dinner and at the end of the dinner, like he puts on his show.
I would love that.
Yeah, that would be epic.
And it could be like a video. It wouldn't even need to be like live.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Next.
Why don't they just like test it out?
That's what, yeah.
But
I also like, I feel like they have been testing out like Max. Like they randomly like put him out for like meet and greets at like paid events.
Yeah.
And people go nuts for him.
Yeah. Yes.
And he got a little, he gets like a shining moment at the Halloween party.
Why? Because of the pre-parade thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
And people go crazy for him, or at least we do, so I don't know.
We do, yeah. That's like the new best part of the parade.
Truly.
Besides Chip and Dale, obviously. Okay.
Give me another one.
Sarah said, I would jump for joy if they got rid of Mission Space and put something better in. Maybe a hot take, but I feel like Space Mountain needs a refurb. It's so bumpy and jerky, especially when you compare it to the one in Disneyland. Is that true? Maybe that's why I liked Hyperspace Mountain. Are they like is it a refurbed track?
See, I don't really know. The last couple times I've been to Disneyland, Space Mountain was closed. But I mean, obviously I know that it's like the cart's different, so I don't know if that makes a difference.
Yeah, I don't. That's interesting.
I've heard that from a lot of people though.
I do know the last time I rode Space in Florida, I remember getting off and feeling like I had aged 30 years. It was like, just like rough.
Yeah.
What I assume the Matterhorn is like.
Oh, Matterhorn's horrible.
That's what I've heard. Oh, this person says, oh, okay, I see. So Sarah said in her devastated feedback that she would be devastated if they took away Buzz Lightyear. And then somebody, Vendala, commented, I think Buzz needs a refurb, though. I don't want it gone because I think it's great. And Tomorrowland, they have the empty space, whatever, but it needs a refurb.
It does need a refurb.
It's on my list, Buzz.
It does need a refurb. But now you got like competition like Toy Story, same movie, same concept.
And yeah, we kind of talked about last time.
Yeah. Yeah. New technology, okay? Put it to use.
Yeah. And like, you wouldn't, not an engineer. This podcast should be called not an expert or not an engineer.
We know nothing.
We know nothing. Yeah, we know nothing. Disney edition. I would assume that you could like not have to totally gut the ride to just like change out the guns and the targets.
Yeah. Keep the track.
Keep the track. Keep the ride vehicle.
And you can even keep what's his name? Zurg.
Keep Zurg.
You just gotta put different things on him.
Yeah. I don't even mind the nature of the ride in that it's like more of this neon painted cardboard stuff.
Yeah.
That's like fine. It fits because it's, I don't know, gives like a comic book vibe or something to me, but it's just the button and like the system. And it's like, is it really real? Does it work? I don't know.
I think it does.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it does because people know the cheats and they can get
Galactic. On Buzz. Yeah. So, that is true. Yeah. AJ gets Galactic every time. And every time I'm like, you should jump in a lake. Mission Space can kick rocks. I think Spaceship Earth could get an update.
Okay.
Yeah, Spaceship Earth. But I love it just the way it is.
We've talked about this.
Have we?
Yeah, and I know that like I didn't pull this out of thin air. I know that this was said somewhere at some point in time that it was getting a refurb.
I thought it did.
No, it definitely didn't. And okay. Again, we know nothing. However, you're telling that ride, it was meant to like continue on. It stops. Like after you see Steve Jobs.
Steve Wozniak.
It just comes to an end.
Right.
But there's definitely space in there to add on.
I agree.
And that's what needs to be the rest of it doesn't need to be touched because that is history. And we're learning. But we need to like add in what has happened in the last 30 years.
Yeah, like agree. We don't need to erase history, but we do need to,
add on. And I think there's empty space in there to do so.
This is so annoying. I was trying to look up when it was renovated, but I can't tell. So that's
where it was. They said that it was going to be renovated and it was going to be closed for like a long time. And then it just.
I thought so too, because I feel like I remember going on it. Oh, my best friend ChatGPT said it last underwent a major renovation in 2007. And another significant renovation was announced in 2020, but it was delayed due to COVID. Yeah. The renovation plans included modernizing the attraction with new storytelling elements and technology. It was set to finish in 2022, but has been further postponed. See. So
knew I heard that somewhere.
Yes, the pandemic ruined everything. Great.
Great.
Dawn Skipworth Riser said she thinks Three Caballeros needs a refurb. Well, lucky for her, it's closed for refurb.
Okay.
I agree.
Underrated.
It could get an update. What?
I feel like nobody There's never a line. I feel like half the people don't even know it exists.
All of that,
It's
yes.
not even like on the list of attractions.
Is that true?
Pretty sure.
Wow. It's a great one. I never skip it.
Yeah, because there's no wait.
Because there's no wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
What if a refurb makes it a long wait?
Yeah, I mean, they would have to build like a side gate into that building because it's already really hard to get in and out of the Mexico Pavilion, in my opinion. The
Agreed.
the bar line backs up, like up the ramp.
Yeah.
And there's like a restaurant in there. It's crazy.
They would have to they would have to make the ride longer to do anything epic with it.
I don't know. I
I guess
mean,
it's so long.
I will say like one of those random childhood memories in very select isolation that I have is, do you know on that ride at the end there's like fireworks on the
Yeah,
ceiling?
like the best part.
Yeah, those are like burned into my mind as like thinking those were so cool.
It really is like the best part.
Yeah. So I don't think, I mean, does it need a refurb? I don't know. It seems like kind of relevant in that there are digital screens in there. So
I was thinking that. You got animatronics like and digital screens.
yeah,
So unless they're like changing the storyline, I guess.
I just think it needs to be dusted,
Well,
which
there's
is like,
a few that can be said.
yeah, just needs like a light dusting.
Yeah. Give us
Um,
like, I don't know, two more.
you what?
I said give us like
Oh yeah,
two.
yeah, yeah.
We're
Okay.
gonna have to go into a fourth episode about
I know, you're right. Um, this one is like a fast. Oh, two people said it in a row. Kristen Nicole Werner and Jenna Marie Toy. Kristen says Tomorrowland Speedway and all its pollution can kick rocks. Jenna says we can axe the Tomorrowland Speedway any day now.
Okay. Um,
I can't wait to hear what you say. Oh, and then somebody like sub commented, Maria Thomas. Tomorrowland Speedway can only stay if it's Wreck-It Ralph Sugar Rush overlay.
that yeah.
That's a great idea.
It does need something. And
Does it?
yeah, yeah. Okay, here's like this was my little brother's favorite ride back when he went as a like
Sure.
young child. He loved it. And I am sure like when Brooks gets older, he is going to die to drive a car.
Yes.
What? It's so cool. Do I think it's going anywhere? Not necessarily because correct me if I'm wrong, which I might be wrong. I almost feel like Tron is built like around it.
It's like behind it. Yeah.
So I guess it is a pretty big, we always talk about this of like the space and like what they could do with that space.
Yeah. 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 It's a
So
big space.
it is a big space. I do like the idea of giving it like a new theme.
Well, there's also, as far as the space argument is concerned, the concept that like we can't, unless I'm like, I mean, I guess mine train's like built into the ground, but most of the big rides are along the perimeter because they're actually in like big nondescript buildings, right? With
Right.
like a little facade. So you couldn't put like Big Thunder there or
No.
Pirates or whatever. It would just be like hugely in the way as like a big eyesore box. So
Yeah.
maybe they go down into the ground. I don't know, but
I know it. Even to like build it up, you're now going to be building it up in front of Tron.
that's what I'm saying. You can't, there's no up.
And Tron is like now a
It's like
visual
beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
art. I just think it could maybe use a little bit new retheming. I do like they could do more with this. during the Christmas party, they put like Christmas lights and
Yes.
stuff out, and like that is fun and cute. But they could
Yes.
definitely put way more Christmas lights. Like, where are
The Osborne lights. All roads lead back to Osborne.
Magic? But like, I know we've talked about this way long time ago. Can you imagine like you drive through the
Amazing.
Osborne?
Amazing.
Oh,
it would be such a long wait, but like so cool. I would wait.
I would wait the entire Christmas party to do that.
And you could see it from above on the people mover. That would be cool.
Oh my God. So
I know. Also, the Tomorrowland Speedway is fun. I haven't ridden it in ages, but I just remember that it's like so sensitive, the gas pedal, that it's like kind of actually hard to drive, even as an adult who knows how to drive a real car. So it's like, I just remember laughing the whole time because it was like,
Kyle and I rode it in like 2021. Like I just know that there's like a picture of us on it. We like had masks on, so it was in that era, and we were laughing like the entire time.
It's like pretty unbeatable.
Like half of them are broke,
right?
Some don't go. Now you have like traffic jams,
right? You get like mild asphyxiation from the fumes.
Do you think though, like someday it's going to be replaced by like Teslas, the electric cars?
They should.
Like, I could see that.
That would be so cool.
Yeah. So I don't know what you would do with the space other than what it is.
Right.
Version.
Right. And like, we don't need another green space.
I do love the idea of Wreck-It Ralph. That would be so fun.
I know. That brilliant idea.
That would be so fun.
I'm going to close us out with this one, which I don't think we've ever, yes, we have discussed this. Patty Gerald said, Tiki Room can leave the chat anytime.
Okay. So
I cannot wait to hear what you have to say.
I don't think I've ever done it, so I don't have a take.
What?
I know.
Shelby.
You've known this about me?
I have chosen to block it out because
I actually take that back. I have done it once with Kate.
That feels right. That feels very right.
Yeah. And I have no takeaways. So, I mean, listen, here's what I do know about it. I do know that it's like one of the first like animatronics to ever exist.
Yep.
I also know that it's a pretty small area.
Yeah.
That is air conditioned, and you could have like a little break. And what on earth are they going to do with that space?
Right. Well. Do you know what's right next to it?
Dole Whips.
Well, yes, but also the magic carpets of Aladdin.
Yeah, but imagine magic carpets of Aladdin's like in the middle of the space.
But like maybe take both out. No, they're like pretty much touch.
Yeah, but there's like a walkway fully around the carpets.
Yeah, just like cut part of the walkway. I could see it happening.
But what are you going to put there?
I don't know, but at least it's double the footprint.
You're putting like a building there, or you're putting like an open area? Because I don't think you can put a building there.
No, I think you can put a building there.
Wait a second. So now are you saying that you would get rid of?
No, I would not get rid of it. I'm just saying if you were going to get rid of it, you could at least take out something terrible along the way.
So it's either two for
yeah.
2 or nothing.
2 or none. Yeah, and while we're at it, they can really get rid of the Dole Whips too. They're everywhere now. Do you need to have them in Adventureland? I know it's like iconic and original, but
well, I don't know, because people. I mean, there's always a line for those.
I know there is always a line. That's kind of why I want it to leave.
Well, that's where I was thinking. Like, what you're trying to that space that you're trying to get rid of. I feel like it's always like packed of the Dole Whippers.
Yeah, it is. It's always the whippers.
I don't have a take on Tiki. I don't know.
It can't go. If you're going to get rid of Tiki, then like there's a long list, right? You got to get rid of like Carousel of Progress.
I agree with that. I know, but okay. But like, how long are we keeping the historical rides? Forever?
Right. I don't know.
Like, I don't know
And
the answer to that.
isn't there like a third option here? Like, what if I'm not going to say the theme park thing again. What if we like pulled all of the birds, etc., from Tiki Room and created like a restaurant
Yeah,
somewhere at the Polynesian? I don't know,
put
somewhere
put
else.
Moana Ohana. They
Put them
could
in,
be.
put them in Moana Ohana.
They would fit there.
They would totally fit there, and
They
like
can.
they could
They
do
can
a
be
little
the
dinner
ones.
show.
They can start singing like "How Far I'll Go,"
Unbelievable.
and
I
then when you're
done.
leaving, they all say "You're welcome."
They could sing you could have like the flowers sing you're welcome. Yes.
Yeah,
Because yeah. Yes.
you're welcome, Disney.
You're welcome, Disney. We keep plussing it up.
That would be epic.
No, it's a Disney.
Okay, I'm sorry, but like, come
It
on.
it would be great. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't put all the birds in Trader Sam's Grog Grotto.
Yeah.
Like they already pretty much belong there. Put them in Moana Ohana.
Okay, but like you're also giving like you already said that you're just saying if it was to leave, but you don't want it to leave.
I don't want it to leave, but I'm saying like at least that's like a rare situation. Well, not rare because like the Tomorrowland Speedway also you could maybe just like put those cars somewhere else. No, you couldn't. What am I saying? So yeah, it's kind of like a rare scenario.
You'll put the cars in the sci-fi.
Yeah, but they're too little. Could you imagine like eating in that thing? It'd be terrible. So no, I would keep the Tiki Room, protect the Tiki Room at all costs. I'm saying if some jerk came in and removed the Tiki Room and made it like the magic carpets presented by Siemens, we could at least put the birds somewhere else. They could go at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, I hear you.
They could go in this new land we're ruining my dinosaurs for.
Yeah,
Like
there's places for them for sure.
yeah, they wouldn't be homeless if they just like put them in a box. That to me would be like an actual true like loss of compass for the company.
That's like what they did with the lights.
Right. Like whatever. Yeah. So thanks for attending this downer of an episode. Protect the birds and hope to see you soon in a Tomorrowland Speedway whip.
Yeah, great.
Soon to be Tesla.
Soon to be Tesla. Maybe not Tesla. Let's give it like
oh, like a Rivian. Make them Rivians. Great.
yeah,
I'm into
like
it.
not Tesla.
Yeah,
You know.
I like it.
All right, great talk. We'll continue this conversation next week.
Thank
There's still a few more.
goodness.
There's still a few more.
There's plenty more. Plenty more.
We didn't even fully give our take.
No, we just did. Yeah, we talked about Mission Space right off the top, which like was the most highly reviewed one in the comments. So
Because they're not wrong.
they're not wrong. I mean, Mission Space is wrong.
Yeah, correct.
Everybody pray for me with the pigeons. I gotta go dance with the devil over here.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right.
See you next week.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.